Okay, so this video is going to be on Matt Walsh, the Daily Wire. He got into a bit of a discussion, so to speak, over pornography on the internet, and I'm actually on board with him up until the point he says about the people should be jailed that produce pornography, not the actors, but the people that actually produce the films. And I think that's a little, now that right there to me is a little bit overboard. What I think is, let me start at the top here and say what's so cool about the right side of for the most part, the right side of the movement, or the conservative movement, is that people can actually have these conversations without everyone saying that you're canceled, like what's done on the left. What's done on the left, if anyone goes against any bullet point in the presentation, so to speak, you are done with that party. You might as well be on the right with all the other people that don't believe in one thing. If you're a person that say, hey, I believe that you can't change genders, only two genders, well, that's it. I don't give a dang if you were a full hardcore socialist and this and that. That's just the way it is. If you don't believe that women are truly oppressed, well, I know you believed in that there's more than one gender, and I know you believed in socialism, and I know you believed in this and that, but you don't believe in women being oppressed. Well, that's it. So I think that's pretty cool that everyone was able. Now, there were some people that seemed like they kind of got out of hand or whatever, but for the most part, everyone stayed pretty respectable and able to have conversations. And I think that's in a larger part, that's what I think it was Jack Dorsey when he was talking to Tim Pool, and he said that liberals only follow liberals on Twitter, and conservatives follow liberals and conservatives. So I think that shows a lot right there. So Matt Walsh saying that, I do agree with. First of all, I think everyone can agree that pornography is absolutely destructive in this society. And anyone that's ever engaged in looking at it or anything like that, and I'm not going to say I'm a person that's squeaky clean on this. That's for goddamn sure. But the thing is that you can be a smoker and understand that smoking is really bad, and it's a bad or McDonald's or something like that is terrible, and it's a stain on society. Let's be honest. So to sit back and act like that is free speech, I struggle with that. At first, it was one of those things. At first, I was like, yeah, I agree with the free speech side, but I can tell you this: there needs to be some kind of gateway when it comes to it being free on the internet the way it is, and kids being able to readily access it at all times. There needs to be something, because kids are getting their hands on it quite easily, and it's really making to be honest, it's a real sick way of starting to look at the opposite sex. And it breeds larger, to me, societal problems whenever you have people that are possibly cheating, engaging in a lot of things. And not don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that a person doesn't have the right to do what they want to do, but we got to call out that something is destructive, and is destructive to the kids and things like that. So I agree with Matt Walsh on that. But when he started talking about jailing people, and it has been shown that a lot of these women are they'll go to these photo shoots, so to speak, under false pretenses that it's just going to be this, or they'll go, saying that it's a photo shoot, or saying that they don't have to engage in certain sex acts. The next thing you know, they have to do it, or they're not able to leave. That's been shown. Human trafficking, sex trafficking, and all that other stuff is very, very prevalent. So, you investigate that when it's done, but just to sit back and just arbitrarily just start throwing people in jail, to me that's a little weird. That's a little bit far-reaching and stuff like that. So, like I say, there definitely needs to be restrictions. Now, what those are, I don't know. I think there needs to be a roundtable discussion about that and try to figure out what that looks like. Just like any kid, at least, I guess what I'm saying, in top of of all of it, just make it harder for the kids to get, extremely harder for the kids to get. Yeah, they are still possibly going to get it, but I can tell you this: at least you said, you know what, I did the best I can to make this not happen. Instead of all you got to do is just Google search whatever XXX, and that's it. Then you also, on top of everything else, got to get the parents involved. That's my thoughts on that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.